Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with a review of the other history of the DC Universe. I want to talk about this. It's written by John Ridley. I believe, isn't he the dude that did 12 Years a Slave? Either way, black guy. There's something else I want to quickly get going here now. I have looked it up, and when you're making a video, you want your images to stay on screen for about 6 seconds. That's why when you're watching like a top 10 or something, you'll see the images change very quickly. It's because it's going to fire a synapses in your brain, and you're going to go, oh, okay, I better stay on, see what's happening next. It's a little ploy. That's not happening here. There's not that many pages of this comic book. But I wanted to talk about it, and I don't know how long I will be talking about this, because this is one of the most racist comic books I've ever read towards the black guy. I mean, in all honesty, I get it. I understand. Something I have said, I do not believe in white privilege the way that a lot of people say white privilege. I'm poor as hell. I've lived that way my entire life. It's not white or black that tells you you're going to be successful. It's choices. It's your situation. It's things that have happened in your life. That's what makes us different. A person who lives in Beverly Hills, whether they're white or black, is not going to have the same experiences if you are in the slums of Alabama. Just not going to happen. So I've never believed in that. What I do believe in, as far as white privilege is concerned, we've been told we can do anything. We've been told we can. If you work hard enough, if you put yourself to the test, if you push yourself, you can achieve anything. Now, granted, it does not. You're never ever guarantee success, but that's what we're told. And for ever and a day, black people have been told differently. They've been told they cannot do it. Right now, just actually a month ago, Oprah Winfrey, a self-made billionaire, was telling young black people that they can't achieve because of the color of their skin. Think about that. Even by black leaders, black people have been told that they cannot achieve. And it's incredible to me that that's actually believed, and it's listened to, and it's preferred, because there have been black people, you could see the videos, I've actually said it in one of my videos even, that you can achieve. You should go out and do whatever the hell, ignore what everybody's telling you, do whatever. And then you'll see the person who's saying, yes, you can, get pushed back. No, not in this country, not in this country. Even I had this one, these two guys, I put out a link, hey, if you disagree with me, come in and talk. And I had these two guys come on. Both of them are SJW types. One was white, one was black. The white guy kept saying black people can't achieve. Both of them going to expensive colleges. Think about that. The black guy was going to an expensive college, and he believed he cannot achieve anything. And I asked him, I said, okay, you've got two guys here, both white. One saying, go do whatever the hell, you know you can do it so long as you work hard. The other one is saying, don't. Why do you believe him? Why are you listening to him and not to me? And it's amazing how that is. And the reason why I bring this up, and I know I'm already 3 minutes into the review, but the reason why I bring this up is this book is written from that perspective by a guy who has achieved. Think about this. John Ridley, director of, I believe this is the director of 12 Years a Slave, which was didn't that win the Oscar? Wasn't that an Oscar-winning film? And yet this is all about Black Lightning. And Black Lightning's a little bitch in this, because all he's doing is complaining. And granted, yes, his father died. So he got shot in the head. So if you want to complain about how he had seen this violence and how the violence is in the street, that's fine. But there are instances where, like, of course, the Justice League, they're fighting these cosmic things. They save the world, but they don't save the streets from the drug dealer. That's because, well, a lot of them, one of them's in the ocean, the other one's in a whole nother city, the other one, they are bigger picture kind of heroes. And they always have been. That's how they're designed. Black Lightning, on the other hand, as he comes in, he was more of a street-level fighter, same as Batman. And even Batman's thrown in. Superman is an object of jealousy here. Now, granted, I've got to give credit where credit is due. At a certain point, this is brought up by Black Lightning himself. He does realize that a lot of this is on his shoulders and not anybody else's, and that's true. That's and unfortunately, that's abso-freaking-lutely true. your failures and your successes, you can't look to other people. You got to see what you did wrong. Now, that's not to say some people didn't do things that got in your way, but you have to think, okay, now what am I going to do about it? And how am I going to help myself? When he becomes Black Lightning, he ignores his family and they leave. So, okay, what are you going to do about it? Surprisingly, he's going to keep being Black Lightning. Now, granted, of course, comic book writers need him to be. But if you're going on this... if you're writing the character, you would have to say, I gave up my family for the chance to be a superhero. And that would be the honest thing for this character to say, rather than to say, well, I'm not getting the same opportunities as this white superhero over here, or doesn't the media and everybody love these guys, but they see me as a street-level thug because I'm black, which is, I'm paraphrasing, but that is dialogue in this book. This could have been excellent. This could have been, well, of course, any book could say that. That's a vague and ignorant term. Oh, right here. This is the guy who killed his father, and he's trying to make amends. He even saves him, Black Lightning from a bullet, and he's like, big freaking deal. He shot, but that was all about him. That wasn't about saving me. That was about saving his own sense of self and sense of, and it was like, wow. Pages like that, all I could think of is this guy's writing, one, he's writing Black Lightning like a little bitch, and two, I'm really getting not to like Black Lightning after a while, because I mean, if you're just getting, every time something positive even happens, and he's like, oh, well, why are you going to do that? It's so bad. This is having to do with the Justice League, and of course they're walking away. It's as if they're turning their back on America because they're refusing to get involved in politics. Of course, Black Lightning saying, well, if they cared about people, really, they would do something about this. When it's been covered so many times, why don't superheroes get into politics and everything? This kid comes up dressed like Black Lightning, and he's asking the father, why do you think, or are you okay with him dressing like a vigilante? And the kid, the father says, wow, Black Lightning's actually made this street safe enough for me to take my kid trick-or-treating. And that's when his attitude does start turning around. However, it's not complete. He meets up with Vixen, and Vixen is wondering how they can become big time and all that kind of stuff. And he's just sort of the, well, you know, we're black, we're never going to do that kind of attitude. Why? Because, of course, white people will never see you in that way. And the big problem with this, the really huge problem with this kind of attitude, and I've seen it even today, I've seen it, and I think it's disgusting. I think it's more disgusting today than it is in the 1970s. You got to understand, 1970 wasn't that far away from the signing of, oh my gosh, I forgot what it was called. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's that thing, you know, the thing, the Civil Rights Act. But so I can understand someone his age understanding, because he's seen true racism. He's old enough to have lived before the Civil Rights Act and after the Civil Rights Act. It wasn't, you know, happy, let's all hold hands all the time. But the problem that I see is that it's all external. Oh, well, the Justice League is giving me tryouts. Those bastards, screw them. Get another boy. I don't need them. And by the way, that's actually dialogue there. But the thing is all of his happiness and all of his misery is because of something external instead of internal. Granted, once again, I have to repeat that eventually there are scenes where he does start to notice that you got to stop looking outside. You got to start looking inside. What are you doing? But it's never something solid. It never takes hold, because one page he'll be saying, you know what, it's all on me. But then the next time it'll be like, oh man, I can't believe I can't believe that. I can't believe. Right here, of course, he's talking about Reagan and how he's spouting out family virtues. But of course, he brings up the welfare queens. Now, that's a media term. That's not a Ronald Reagan term. With the Ronald Reagan thing, what it was is they were doing the whole, it's better to teach a man to fish than to give the man a fish, you know, that kind of thing. Here, of course, we've got, and then, even though he wasn't celebrated, Supergirl was, and isn't that bad because, but at least he says, you know, Superman lost everybody, so finding somebody at least was special, and he could understand that. We have Black Lightning dealing with the death of a girl that he had caused the death of. And I thought those parts were okay. This isn't an absolute shit show. And that's why I began saying that this could have been great had they just had a story arc. And unfortunately it's not, because for every page of revelation, for every page of I get this, I understand who I am now, I understand what I need to do, that kind of thing, we get a page that steps back and it's saying, gosh, if it wasn't for those guys over there, I would be king of this particular mountain. And I thought every time, every step forward, you get 2 steps back. It's really ridiculous the way this happens over and over and over in this book. And by the way, they do have a scene. He's talking about how Vixen met up with the right people, goes right on over. She didn't have that mindset. She didn't have the victim mindset. And so she went and made a name for herself while Black Lightning was still in the shadows, while Black Lightning wasn't as popular. And so, of course, we get to this stage where Batman kind of... And once again, you're going to get a scene where Batman comes up and says, I need you to be part of the Outsiders. Oh, really? Yes. And he's like, it's only because I was black and they wanted me to appear like I was this guy who got kidnap's brother. Which I thought, okay, alrighty, if you want to see it that way. I need you because you're black, but no other reason, Black Lightning. So we get a little bit of a tale of the Batman and the Outsiders here, which is an incredible book. I liked it. I thought this was a very entertaining story. And he's finding a family outside of his own family. He hears about John Stewart wanting to kill himself because of how many people got killed when the planet exploded on John Stewart, but he couldn't kill him because the ring kept saving him. And if Black Lightning felt bad about 2 people, then how bad does John Stewart feel bad? And by the way, earlier in the book, they're putting John Stewart down for not even deeming to touch the ground when he came to Harlem or to wherever it is, to speak to the black people, to try to inspire. But at least this scene shows that they become friends. Of course, then you got to go to the breakup of the Outsiders. And I kind of dug this. Because even here he was saying, we're just a whole bunch of people who are loners who got together for a while, so wouldn't we just go back off on our own and everything? This isn't a complete mess, like I said. If they structured the story a little bit better, I think it could have been a better story. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell if you haven't done it already, making sure notifications are set on all. And if you don't mind helping out the channel, if you like my work, please consider going over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi. Links in the description below. Drop $1 in the till. Helps keep the lights on and help us keep making videos for you. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.